Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having an amazing Wednesday. I know I am. Y'all, it turned up for P. Diddy since yesterday. What do I mean? Oh man, I mean Rolling Stone done y'all know they love an expose, child. Rolling Stone done compiled a report on a 6-month investigation. We're gonna get into that in a few. Also, with including alleged violent outburst while he was out at Howard University. Y'all, this shit is nonstop. Then we hear that the feds this morning um are talking about convening a grand jury to get Diddy up out of here. All right, y'all. It is going for this man, and we're loving it and we're here for it. Before we begin today, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now, because you're gonna forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. And again, don't forget to follow me on my socials. Follow me on my Twitter. I be there the most. Follow me on my IG. I post pictures there. And go ahead and go to my website, jovibeauty.com. That's jovibeauty.com, and get you one of our dope ass scarves, bonnets, one of our hats. You know, we have a whole bunch of merch up there that is available for you to purchase today. And do not forget to donate to the channel if you can. You see my Cash App on the screen, super chat, all that good stuff. All donations are thoroughly appreciated and contribute to the creation of the content on our show. What else? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hold on one second, I forgot to do something. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribers only. You will only be allowed to comment if you are a subscriber on this video, aka also FYI, you will only be allowed to comment, especially on our YouTube, if you are a subscriber of our YouTube channel. Okay, you have to be a subscriber and able to comment, or again a member. I added our additional membership tier. We have a membership tier for $5 in case anybody wants to join in. $5 a month, $4.99 actually. So join a membership, make sure you subscribe, and I'm gonna drop this intro and we're gonna get on with the rest of today's show because it is turned the fuck up. Okay, guys. So where do we start? Oh my God, where do we start? Good morning, everyone. I see you. Hello, Great T. How are you? Hey, the sweetest girl. Hey, Rainier. How are you doing? So listen, let's start with I got it on my phone. Hold on. I got it on my computer too, but I think it'd be better on my phone. Hold on. Okay, because I got it directly from Rolling Stone on my phone. For some reason, when I try to pull it up on here, yo, Rolling Stone be on it. Shout out to Rolling Stone and people in them for spending months investigating, because we know I don't like digging in business. Okay, so thank y'all for digging in business so we can report on it. All right, so I'll leave that down. It's fine. I just thought of something, but not right now. So an exclusive from Rolling Stone, Bad Boy for Life. That name now is so crazy, Bad Boy. Anyway, um, Bad Boy for Life, Sean Combs' History of Violence. Okay, they going in, so let's do it. For decades, Sean Diddy Combs was hip hop's boisterous showman. Now, dozens of former friends, employees, and bad boy artists allege an abusive, menacing figure behind a facade. Okay, let's do it. As he took the stage at the BET Awards in June 2022 to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, Sean Diddy Combs was elated. Yeah, 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 he bellowed, punctuating his words with triumphant jumps. The adoring crowd, who gave him a sustained standing ovation, including his mother and children, longtime friends, and music industry peers Kanye West, Janelle Monáe, Babyface, Lil Wayne, just to name a few. Man, after 3 decades of relentless hustling that took him from hungry teenage intern to A&R executive producer, label impersonado, respected fashion designer, and household brand name. Diddy had seemed what has seemingly reached the apotome of his career. He closed his eyes. Okay, they going in, and repeatedly thanked God. He got down on his knees and praised his mother. He name checked hold on, sorry. He name checked a laundry list of people who mentored and inspire him. Anything I do is through love. That name is gonna kill. Like I don't the y'all. The things people do when they know who they are astound me. I swear, the things people do when they know who they are is insane. Okay. So anything I do is through love, Combs proclaimed early in a 9-minute speech. That's what I evolved to be. And that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. But soon Combs struck a more sober tone. I was in a dark place for a few years, he said. I gotta give a special thank you to all the people that was really there for me. He listed friends and advisors, then looked directly into the camera and added Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Oh God. I hate when I see this shit. Okay. Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love. He raised one hand to make an L sign and held his gaze steadily, silently for several seconds. That shit isn't now that we know, 'cause we all watched this. Now that we know what was going on, that was some scary shit. Okay. That was intimidation at its finest. And when you so full of yourself, Combs and Cassie Ventura, a former singer for his iconic Bad Boy record label, had split 4 years earlier, but he had been openly pining for her ever since. He posted photos of her online and urged her to listen to Michael Jackson's The Lady in My Life. I remember that. Y'all remember when he was wholeheartedly coming at Cassie when she was married? Y'all remember? Yeah. Oh, these toxic ass, horrible. He publicly congratulated her on her first pregnancy with her husband. His comments at the award show were part of a pattern of behavior, one that had been torturing Ventura for years. When she learned of her ex latest remarks, sources say Ventura was distressed. She was also resolute. That did it. That right there. And I love it for them. The arrogance. The arrogance and thinking that you will forever get to play in people's faces. And the day a bitch smack fire out you, not literally, symbolically, is a beautiful fucking thing. Almost 18 months later, in November 2023, Ventura sued Combs, claiming he held her in a violent form of servitude throughout their relationship and took it from her upon their final breakup in 2018. She invokes Combs' BET speech in her filing for Ms. Ventura. The dark times for those that spent trapped by Combs in a cycle of abuse. violence, and trafficking. Okay. She said Combs' brutal beatings, one of them captured in harrowing hotel surveillance video that we all saw, obtained by CNN in May, left her with, they acting like this is June, left her with bruises, a burst lip, black eye, and extensive trauma. For Grammy winning songwriter Tiffany Red, a friend of Ventura who's worked closely with the singer during the height of her alleged abuse, Combs' words from the BET stage had been a taunt. It's like harassment. Yeah, it's like harassment. Nobody else, the people who don't know what's going on are not going to recognize it for what it is. And when you react, this is just any type of abuse, right? And this is how abusers are, and they do things and they say things knowing and hoping they're going to trigger you, especially in front of other people. When you react to what you know is going on, you look like you're fucking crazy, and they look like, oh, I just said I missed you. Bullshit. Um abuse word from the stage had been a taunt, like an harassment. She explained, "You're still effing with her. Leave her alone. Leave her the F alone." And the 5 years after they break up with Combs, Ventura remained silent. While he was posting about her pregnancy in 2019, she was negotiating in distress behind the scenes to escape bad boy contracts. Despite her signing a 10-year deal in 2016, Bad Boy only released one studio album from her. Combs was allegedly trying to tie her separation agreement to a NDA. "It's not like we were negotiating with just her record label," Red said. "We were negotiating with her abuser." Through her lawyer, Ventura declined to speak for this article. Combs did not respond to a request for comments on these allegations either. Okay, let's continue because it get crazy. At some point, Ventura checked herself into a rehab center to deal with the psychological and sociological, with physical and psychological repercussions of her time with Combs, and found renewed purpose in being a mom, her lawyer says. When she eventually gathered her strength and stepped forward, a flurry of other lawsuits followed. 5 more women have since accused Combs of taking it and violent SA, dating as far back as 1990. 1990. Shit. 2 of whom claims that Combs secretly recorded their encounters and showed the footage to others without consent. Lorad also sued, alleged that Combs groped his genitals and forced him to solicit S workers and perform S acts to the pleasure of Combs. While Combs will eventually take responsibility for the assault captured on surveillance video, he has vehemently denied all the other allegations against him. The day Ventura filed his complaint, he blasted it as a shakedown based on outrageous lies. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs had been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail, his lawyer said. Okay. In response, Cassie's lawyer said Combs offered Ms. Ventura 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of the lawsuit. The parties came to an undisclosed settlement within 24 hours of the filing. We already know that. We thinking a couple tens of millions, maybe 100 mil. I'm not sure. It's none of that shit is worth what she went through, nonetheless. But she can afford therapy for the rest of her life, so good with that. Anyway, with his fourth taking it accuser sued in December, Combs, 54, issued another passionate denial. "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Not according to the federales, but we'll get there in a minute. Okay. right, we'll get there in a minute. How is y'all doing? I hope y'all having a great morning. I know, where's my water? I'm gonna need to take a water break after this. Okay. For many, the lurid allegations against Combs were jarring, in part because he has risen to such great heights as a bankable Viant who threw the best parties for New York City to the Hamptons to Hollywood. You know how much fucking now that I really think back, do you know how many people could come out with some shit? All them parties, they throw parties now, but like back then, all them parties these people used to throw, shit. Anyway, um to Hamptons to Hollywood. He was pop culture's Slotwater who walked under a parasol held by his campy valet Farnsworth Bentley. You know Farnsworth is he's on the docket. You know he on the docket. And turned up at the Met Gala in a Swarovski crystal encrusted tuxedo and a floor-less length cape. He rapped about Bentleys and Benjamins and held court to at his over-the-top annual white party attended by Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, and Martha Stewart. He called himself the Great Gatsby and considered circus showman P.T. Barnum his muse. Makes sense. Now, the spotlight Combs constantly chased is trained on his alleged crimes. It's funny. Oh, how the karma comes for you. In staggering scenes that underscored his fall from grace, heavily armed Homeland Security agents stormed his sprawling LA Miami estate as part of a federal trafficking investigation in 2020 on March 25th. Investigators tore through his offices and bedrooms, leaving cabinets dangling from a command center and multiple safes wide open. 3 gleaming Grammys and an Oscar sat atop a gutted console like relics of a crumbling regime. Joe, I like the way they wrote this article, child. All right. Again, for those who are just coming in, we are reading. What is this again? Rolling Stone's new explosive expose that came out last night. It is going to be a read. So get you something to drink, okay? Get you some tea, get you some coffee. I don't know. Get you some juice, okay? Get you some water. You need some water, okay? Get you some water. And we're going to continue to read this because it's only getting better. Okay. And then after this, we will be going into the federales, letting CNN know again, child, that it's time. It's time to call the grand jury. Okay. Anyway, let's get back. All right. Cables dangling from the command center. Okay. Like a relic of crumbling regime. I'm gonna start there because I like that part. A crestfallen Combs was later seen alone, a cell phone hanging useless in his hands as he slowly paced around Miami Opa Laka Airport. His vacation in the Bahamas was canceled. His once fortified homes breached. His adult sons handcuffed, and his empire on the brink. While the raid made global headlines, the silence from Combs' famous friends was palatable. Okay, this felt different than before when he could use a checkbook, a high-powered attorney, and a media blitz to overcome scrapes with the law. When his charisma, influence, and connections would allow him to shake off allegations of violence or outcry from his disenfranchised artists. Reparations is getting closer and closer, former Bad Boy artist Mace said a day after the raid. The big payback. Ooh. Over the past 6 months, Rolling Stones conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Y'all, this is crazy. And you know what it's like? It's like my thought that just hit me. Remember when Surviving R. Kelly came out and the work that the producers and whatever put into the surviving R. Kelly whole documentation situation, and how that led to basically handing over all of that information to the federales for the investigations to jump off or to re-jump off. This feels like that, especially with this article dropping, and then literally less than 12 hours later we're hearing about grand juries. So it sounds like Rolling Stones put in that work and sent the file over to the feds, okay? And they just been waiting. That's what it sounds like. They just been waiting, and the feds told them they could drop their article today because it's going down this week. That's what I feel like. I feel like the feds, because y'all know, like uh the news, news or whatever, reporters will like find information, and they can't speak on it in the moment because it might impede an investigation, and they come to some resolution with the feds, right? That okay, you give us this, cool, we'll give you a little bit of information and we'll let you drop your story right before he about to ching it up. This is what this feels like. Okay, that's why I'm reading all of this, because we need all the information today. All right, before I go work out again. I put it in yesterday. Side note, if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that. Anyway, and I did way more than I posted on Instagram, but that's a story for later. Anyway, okay, so over the past 6 months, Rolling Stones conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus people contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experience. Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their stories. Rolling Stones does not pay for interviews. Many declined to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs. What? Okay. I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me, says one former employee. Whew. Those who did speak about Combs described a complicated man with opposing personas. Outwardly, they see a taskmaker who is unapologetically driven, generous, and jovial, even silly at times. He can be the same privately, but associates who got close enough to him discovered something darker behind the facade, a menacing figure who desperately wants to be accepted and admired, who used public declarations of devotions, splashly donations, and boast that he is brother love. Nigga, you don't go to church. Anyway, to hide an undercurrent of alleged abuse and violence. In one previously unreported allegations tracing back to the before his career even started. Here we go. We getting into something now. Where it was. Even started, Combs yielded his growing power to bend people to his will. Sources claim sending staffers to win back one-time girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, beating a label executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs' ex-partner Kim Porter, and allegedly trying to solicit S from a woman on his payroll. As part of this investigation, Rolling Stone sent Combs a detailed list of questions about the new impending allegations. He did not specifically address any of them. Mr. Combs can't comment on settled litigations, will not comment on pending litigations, and cannot address every allegations picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable. You see, his lawyer is battling for his life. Puffy lawyer right now is battling. You putting that Ivy League degree to work, baby. You put it to work, okay? He paying you an arm and a leg. You better throw them fucking stones. Anyway, his lawyer tells Rolling Stones, "We are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any information issued will be addressed in a proper forum where the rule distinguishes fact from fiction." Child, I know that's right. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a lawyer, be a good one. Anyway, Joy Dickerson Neal, who is suing Combs for SA, tells Rolling Stone that her decision to come forward isn't about money. It's about making sure the world sees that this man who rose to the level of an icon is actually sick and has left so many victims in his wake. Unpunished disgusting behavior for years. Okay, for Ventura, Combs presented as her flashily established 37-year-old label boss when he pulled her into a bathroom and forcefully kissed her on her 21st birthday in 2007, leaving her in tears. According to her complaint, she said he was holding the keys to her music career when he pressured her into consuming drugs and having sex with him that same year. Combs quickly became deeply entrenched in every aspect of her life, paying for her apartment, having her medical records sent to him directly, and lashing out for perceived slights. You know this nigga crazy. Anybody who everything is a problem, you run from them niggas. They are crazy. They got issues that you ain't gonna fix, you ain't gonna work out, you ain't gonna love him through it. None of that shit. Oh Lord. Anyway. When Ventura tried to move on and had a brief relationship with musician Kid Cudi in 2021, Combs allegedly beat her. Jesus. He later told Ventura he planned to blow up the rapper's car in his driveway, the lawsuit claims. In a statement to New York Times in November, Cudi confirmed that his car exploded. He said, "This is all true." Sorry. I don't know why. Never mind. I don't know why they keep sending me stupid shit. In her suit, Ventura says she learned to blindly submit to Combs to avoid vicious beatings. Jesus. You just be like, oh, I'ma just, if you know, that whole mentality that, you know, what did she do? She must have did something. You know, when you take that into yourself thinking, okay, I must have did something. Now I'm gonna make sure I do nothing. And he's still gonna whoop your ass because it's not about you. It's about him and his crazy ass fucking weird ass ways. That ain't got nothing to do with you, ladies. FYI, FYI. You ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna be good enough for him for him to stop whooping your ass, for him to stop degrading you and disrespecting you. That's not the point. The point is not, you know, the point is for him to continue to do it so he can feel better about himself. Because some people just have to put other people down to make them feel better. Some people just have to feel like they get to squash people to make them feel good and powerful in this world. And that seems to be who Diddy was, always has been, allegedly. Lawsuit claimed abuse extended to trafficking. With Combs ordering her to slather herself in oil, get high and drunk, and have intercourse with male workers while Combs pleasured herself and filmed the interactions, which he dubbed freak off. She learns to dissociate during these horrific encounters, she said. That's how people get like multiple personalities. Now, I ain't a doctor, but when I was a little girl, I used to watch Channel 7 soap operas with my grandmama. Y'all know all my children, General Hospital. Somebody just died. Rest in peace. You know, Loving, all of those things, right? And I remember Vicky. If y'all know who Vicky is from, it was Loving, All My Children. She had multiple personalities. And she had multiple personalities because hindsight 2020, come to find out, her dad essayed her when she was young, and dissociating with that trauma while it was happening caused mental breaks. Like in anybody, the fuck will cause a mental break. And once it broke, you can't really fix that shit back. Okay. That's the public got a disturbing window into Combs' treatment of Ventura in the surveillance video unearthed by CNN. In a towel clad, we know the towel. Let's keep going. As Ventura Dam and allegations were on the verge of going public, Combs was strategizing, according to Jones, to produce multiple songs on. He was trying to make music. He thought produced the album. He detailed how he planned to leverage the relationship with celebrity pastor T.D. Jakes to soften the impact of his public image. Oh shit! So he knew this shit was gonna come out. That's why he changed his name to Brother Love. Don't play in my face, ho. That's why he changed his name to Brother Love. Started, openly hanging around with the alleged bossy TD Jakes in public to try to give him a good image, and even tried to come out with a love album. Did he really think that a new album when he's the ad-lib man, he's the one in the back. I've been around. Like like what the fuck? This is, when you think too highly. He really thought too highly of himself. Real rap. He really thought too highly of himself, because he did not think that highly of himself. He really think his singing or his music. Now, again, I don't agree with it or whatever, but has the same impact as, like, people say R. Kelly, where people, still loving and following R. Kelly because his music, when, R. Kelly was an artist. R. Kelly had talent. Diddy is not a musical talent. Business, yeah. Promo, yeah. Beating a bitch ass, apparently, of course. But music per se, nah, buddy, that's not your thing. You're Mr. in the back like this. I've been around. Okay, my bad. All right. Let's get back to the real important shit, okay? Relationship with T.D. Jakes to soften the impact of his public image. Jones wrote in a sworn declaration in April. Jakes did not reply to requests for comment. Let me go down. Seemed jumped into overdrive producing positive. He fulfilled a $1 million promise to his alma mater, Howard University, and a football program at another historically Black college, Jackson State. This is all the things he did to try to cushion the blow. So he gave $1 million to Howard. And what did I just say? And Jackson State, he gave another. He launched something called Empower Global, an e-commerce platform for Black entrepreneurs, and was trying to drop a new album. He really thought. He really thought. Only some artists, okay. He announced that he was giving bad boy artists and songwriters their publishing rights back. They don't want them shits. They're not worth anything no more. And what's so funny about that part? Like, Peloton and shit is talking about they taking the music down. For a split second, I was like, damn, that's gonna fuck up the artists, like the En Vogues of it all. But then, was it En Vogue? No, En Vogue was not a y'all know, the old bad boy artists. But then I realized none of them artists have on their masters. He been fucking them over for years. So really, when this music plays, they don't really get a benefit. So, okay. But yeah, they didn't want it back. Y'all remember Andre O'Day was saying then, keep that shit to yourself, because she ain't signing no non-disclosure agreement. Okay. A year before her breakup with Combs, Ventura conceptualized a short film titled Cassie that appeared, telling a hindsight in a voiceover speaking about the film's fictional romance. She said, "How do you just walk away from it and escape it? I just want to be free." Okay, so whole security footage. We know about that. Readmission of guilt. We know about that. Okay, it's a lot of shit in this article. It's an expose. Okay, I'm going down. I'm trying to bring it down. Who watched the footage was stunned. We know we were all stunned. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? 34 minutes in. We here. Okay. Here we go. Many who watched the assault footage were stunned, even those who've known Combs for years. LaJoyce, I'm not going to say the rest of her name, a former publicity executive at Bad Boy, said she was disturbed to learn that these type of actions could have occurred and that Puffy could stand in my face the next day with a straight face. That shakes me to the core. Listen to this one, several women who attended Howard with Combs, however, had seen signs of a controlling and abusive personality decades ago. Combs started at the esteemed college in fall of 87 and quickly earned a reputation for throwing legendary rowdy parties. Flamboyant and boisterous, he was often seen driving his convertible around campus and passing out flyers. Though he left after sophomore year, Combs turned Howard into a pipeline for his enterprise. Teaming up with his future label execs and producers Harv Peer, Mark Pitts, and D Dot and key figures. Okay, Shantae Page, a former AR executive somewhere, it don't matter, was among those who said she had positive experience with Combs at Howard, calling him iconic. Parties are once in a lifetime type of vibe. He was a go-getter from the start, she says, always in the know. But other women describe previous unreported incidents involving unwanted touching and fits of rage. Here we go. One woman says she kept as far away as possible as Combs caressed her back without warning and asked if she would be willing to meet one of his friends. Another former student recalled that Combs flew off the handle after she objected to him cutting a cafeteria line. Okay, no control, just having fucking outburst. Watch him, y'all. While the moments may seem small, they showed flashes of danger that would soon explode. A third former student recalled how the future mogul would tap on a window of an English class to get a girlfriend to ditch. The visits became noticeably unwelcome. The classmates tell Rolling Stone she would tense up when Combs appeared. The student who sat next to the girl in the class recalled, he just had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful. The classmate who requested to be anonymous due to fear of retribution said her concerns were validated when Combs appeared outside the school's Harriet Tubman Quad dorm, started screaming in a belligerent manner for his girlfriend to come outside. The classmate says other women soon began running through the halls, knocking on doors in a panic. They were sounded alarms that Combs, known then what? That alarm that Combs, known then by his nickname Puff, was attacking a young woman outside, she recalls. Puff is out here acting crazy. This is in Howard. This is damn near 40 fucking years ago. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her, the fellow student said, according to the classmates. He screamed and hollered and acting a stone cold fool. This is a 50-year-old black woman retelling this story, boy. You know it. Listen. She said he screamed and hollered and acted like a stone cold fool until she came downstairs. This is a 50-year-old woman saying this shit. 54, 55, whatever. That. Just listen to what the fuck she said. Stone cold fool. Another student who witnessed the alleged attacks tell Rolling Stone she says Combs used what appeared to be a belt to strike the young woman all over the place. Jesus. Speaking on the condition of due to the sensitive nature of the incident, the witness said Combs appeared super angry and was screaming at the top of his lungs. She said he whooped her butt. Like really whooped her butt. Oh my God. The witness said the woman was clearly terrorized. She was trying to defend herself a little bit. She was crying, and we were telling him to get off of her. We were screaming for her. A third source also recalled an alleged assault to Rolling Stone. The woman at the center of the alleged attack declined comment. Jesus. She said, "Oh shit." She says, so someone said he was born with a short fuse, telling Jet Magazine he earned his nickname. He been telling us who he is. as a kid because he would always huff and puff when he got mad. He said, I had a temper. That's why my friends used to call me Puffy. He said his mom, Janice, a former kindergarten teacher, described him as a ham. Combs barely knew his father. We spoke about Melvin. I made a whole video about Melvin about a month ago. So if you don't know who his father is and why Puffy think he's a gangster, go watch that video. He said he didn't know who his father was, but he had a profound influence on him nonetheless. Even if you don't know our parents, we still have their DNA in us. We have their genes, Combs said. I have his hustler mentality, his hustler spirit, his drive, his determination, his swag. All right, we know about all of this other shit. Hold on. This is a long expose, but again, it's behind a paywall. So if you can read it, that's why I'm trying to read most of it. We know how he got up. Mary J. Blige. They got Mary J. Blige in it. They got Jodeci in it. He had multiple. He had the ability to convince people that whatever he was doing or whatever he was saying was true. Oh Lord. All right, y'all. I'm done with this article. That just stressed me out. Okay, I'm going to drop a commercial break really fast, and then we're going to come back and we're going to get into the article that dropped about an hour or two ago about a bitch being called to the grand jury. All right, so we're going to get there. I'm going to grab me some water. Y'all have a time to go fill up back up y'all water tumblers because it's a long fucking day. Welcome back to Jovi's Beauty School, where we now have 5, count it guys, 5 new scarf designs that we just got in. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They are so spring, summer vibes. I don't even know what to say. They're 35 inches by 35 inches. The print on these scarves are amazing. They're silk twill. They're gorgeous, and they won't be around for long. So if I were you, I would get mines ASAP. We're dropping them in batches. These are limited edition scarves, so when they sell out, y'all, they are sold out. So I need you to go get yours now. Don't call me talking about Jovi, I need one. Is too late. I don't know if they're going to come on the next batch, okay? So go to jovibeauty.com, get your scarf, and be that girl, because you already know how we give it up. Okay, guys. Okay, we're back. Woo! Ciao. We needed a minute break. How we y'all doing? Let me look at some of these comments before I jump into the next article. That was 40 minutes. Like I said, it's an expose. I gave y'all the rundown. Hope y'all love it. Oh, we have some donation. Hey, Rainia, thank you so much. She said, hey, Joe, hey, Beauty School drop-ins. Hit that like. Don't be rude. Y'all, please hit that like. If y'all are sitting in here, hit that like button. That like is free and is thoroughly appreciated. That's the only thing I really require. Okay, hit that like button. If you can't figure out why you can't comment on YouTube, it's because you need to be a member. I mean, not a member. Not yet. I'm gonna enact that. I did adjust the membership. There is a $5 membership now where people can join, but you need to at least be subscribed to be able to comment on any of the posts, on any of the live streams that we're doing this week. And as of next week, you need to be a member or only be able to post on certain videos. Okay. Also, thank you, Jen. She said, one life to live is Vicky. That girl, I knew it was one of them. It was loving all my children, one life to live, General Hospital. Girl, my grandmother used to give me a rundown when I came home after school. Y'all remember, I used to have to go, like, what happened? Miss a week, you miss a lot, child. Anyway, all right, so let's get into the grand jury Okay, this article is from The Beast. It's all over. It's on TMZ, it's on CNN, but I got The Beast pulled up here. Okay. Diddy accusers could soon be brought before a federal grand jury, reports. Investigators are gearing up to bring accusers of Sean Diddy Combs before a federal grand jury, according to a report. Indicting that the DOJ is getting closer. Department of Justice, bitch. Jesus Christ. Is getting closer to seek possible indictments on a rapper. Combs has faced multiple lawsuits accusing him of SA and other wrongdoing since late last year, and his homes were raided. This shit all jumped off in November, y'all. Oh God. It ain't even been a year. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Is closer to seeking a possible indictment of the rapper. Combs has faced multiple lawsuits accusing him of SA and other wrongdoing since late last year, and his homes were raided in March as part of a reported human trafficking investigation. According to CNN, investigators have told possible witnesses they may be brought to testify before a federal grand jury in New York City. A Homeland Security investigation agency spokesperson did Homeland Security. Do y'all know how many DOJ, Homeland Security? Shit. I told y'all they came land, sea, and air. Oh my God. Okay. Oh shit. A Homeland Security Agency spokesperson did not comment to the network about the extent of a grand jury, only noting that investigation is still underway. CNN reports that majority of the plaintiffs who brought civil lawsuits against Diddy have been interviewed by federal investigators, aka they interviewed Cassie about 5 times so far. You know, she knows where the bones are buried. I don't fuck it. Almost clipped out my article. Anyway. Okay. CNN reports that the majority of the plaintiffs who brought civil lawsuits against Diddy have been interviewed by federal investigators, with some of the accusers questioned multiple times. I didn't read that when I just said that about Cassie. Multiple times, okay? But one source told the network the probe is much bigger than just the lawsuits and that investigators are now digging deeper. Woo, baby. Ooh, baby, they are digging deeper. One sources, I'm on CNN because I clicked the link. One sources said investigators are being thorough and taking their time to ensure an indictment, should there be one, is bulletproof. Baby, they not playing with your boy. What? The witnesses have not yet been prepped for testimony, told the CNN culture. Homeland Security investigators are still in the process of efforts. Grand juries compromise of ordinary citizens are critical tools. Listen, they say grand juries compromise of ordinary citizens for critical tools used by prosecution, provided both an investigative function and improving the subpoena of documents and witnesses, and a vote on whether a criminal charge to criminally charge suspects. The use of a grand jury signals a particular case have moved beyond the preliminary stages, where investigators generally assess whether possible violation of a law are believed to have been committed. The feds have interviewed multiple Combs accusers, okay? A lot of people who were on them tapes who did not know they were on tapes. Oh, baby. Plaintiffs who found. I love it for him. The evidence also include videos from Combs' estate. The feds just keep feeding CNN information. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. It's the feds. It's nobody else but the feds feeding CNN all this information. Federal agents are in possession of videos taken inside Combs' recently searched residence. It's unclear whether videos were seized during the raid or whether investigators obtained videos from individuals they have been questioning. They just know they got videos. They ain't telling us where they got them from yet. Or at least one male sex worker who claimed he'd been victimized by Combs had been questioned during investigations. One source added that this individual has seen in footage that is in possession by the federal investigators. Oh my God. Alleged they were informed after the fact. He's recording people without their permission. They were recorded having sex without giving their consent to be filmed. Combs have not responded to this specific accusation, but he dismissed all alleged wrongdoing in a blank denial in December. Child. Intentionally drugging. Like, Lord, this nigga going down. Under the bus, y'all. Diddy going under the bus. Listen, I'm about to drop this link on y'all, okay? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. If you can, don't forget to donate to the channel. My Cash App is on the screen, PayPal, Super Chat. Y'all know all the good stuff. You could always go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get one of my dope ass merch pieces. This is one of my hats, Jovi Beauty School. We do that thing. I also have some, for those of y'all who asked me, I didn't see y'all all weekend, but I did make some t-shirts last week and they are on the website. I need to put it in my order so I can show y'all what it looked like. But it's for the good, but it's for the good and busty girls. The good and go over to the website and you see it. It's real cute. The good and you got it. Anyway, let's jump into these comments. If I gotta go work out, y'all. All right. Again, thank you everybody for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, if you cannot comment, you have to subscribe to the channel and be subscribed for at least 5 minutes. So because if I was reading, you should have been subscribed. So now you could be talking to me, okay? Because you can't be coming here giving all this mouth, all that lip, and not even subscribed, okay? She said, speaking of his mom, when was the last time we seen her publicly? That woman done aged about 20 years in the last 6 months, child. I know it's 6 months because this shit started in November. My birthday in November, and I literally just got a half a year birthday coupon from Chipotle's. So it's been 6 months. And this nigga life has fallen apart as it should have. And they coming for that ass. And I hope this is a lesson to all of the future abusers, all of the current motherfuckers thinking they gonna be successful and knocking bitches between washes and dryers, all of this shit. I hope this is a lesson for you that you will go down to. Everything that you think is appropriate that is crazy and not will come back for that ass. You want to be beating girls at college? What the fuck is this? The different world? Like, y'all remember that Different World episode when the dude was beating on the girl, was beating on the girl, and like, I just had a thought. Was the Different World skit based off of Diddy? I really just had this thought. Y'all remember what Different World skit I'm talking about? When during the time that Jada Pinkett Smith was on Different World, when Whitley and Dwayne were married and whatever, when Jada was on there, she had a homegirl, I forgot her name, not Shantae, who was Pam's friend. If you know, you know. If you don't, I can't help you with the conversation. But the episode with the other girl who was thinking she cute, she was, and she started dating a guy who threw parties, was trying to be a music producer. He threw parties and he was beating her ass. And Whitley had that whole conversation with her talking about, well, you know, I got me before I got anybody. Don't let nobody whip your ass. And then they end up calling the cops and the boy getting locked up. Could that episode be based off of Diddy? Hindsight 2020 than a motherfucker. I don't know. But it's a good, isn't it a good, y'all know I love putting one and one together. It sounds like it could be. Because Different World was based on HBCU. This nigga was out back then. He was blowing up back then. Why wouldn't people use that as a storyline? Y'all. She said yes. He sent her gifts for either her wedding or baby shower. He was literally still trying to control her and to force her to come back to him. Yeah, he's a motherfucking crazy ass man. Hey, mommy. Hey Nicole, and again, y'all can also join the membership. I added another membership. I'm trying to figure out how to delete the other one, but whatever. I added a $4.99 membership for those, so please join the membership. I made sure it was reasonable, okay? Even though I thought the $10 one was reasonable too, but nonetheless, join the membership today. So Diddy is being charged. Yes, they are pulling it together as we speak. They're saying, don't think a nigga ain't being charged. He being charged. That's why they're feeding this information, my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All this shit is alleged. My mom in the chat. All this shit is alleged. The federales are feeding this information to Rolling Stone and CNN. And in my opinion, is going to pop before Friday. In my opinion, is going to pop before Friday. It's going to pop before Friday. They're feeding this information for a reason. They released that video to taint the jury pool. Ain't nobody in the world ain't see that video. Damn near ain't hardly nobody in America, even if they didn't even listen to rap or know who Puffy was. Ain't nobody in America don't know what he did. That shit been on Fox. That shit been on everywhere. Everybody know what he did. That's what you call tainting a jury pool. Okay. I'm mad at it. Every victim for him in the industry to testify. I knew Gene Deal was more likely say something. Her crazy twin. Vicky went from Martha Stewart to Crazy Jen. He knew it was coming out. That's why he formed a friendship with TJ Jakes. And that's why he pretended to give his artists some of their rights for their music, which was worthless. That's what I'm saying. It's worthless now. It's worthless now. Are you fucking dumb? But you know what they say? They say sociopaths, or most of the time, sociopaths are those type of, they get up there. Unless they are, you know, a lot of them, they get up there. They get in positions where they could control people's lives. They are the people who are in charge or on multi-million-dollar companies or whatever, and buy out other companies and fire 1,000 people and be like, yeah, I did that. Those are those people. Those are those people. People like who just take advantage of all of these artists for umpteen decades at this point. Fuck years, decades at this point. And just demolish them all. Shit. The amount of people who got some shit to say. What happened with 112? What happened with Kim? What happened with Big? We're gonna find out what happened with Biggie. What happened with what happened? It's so many what happens. Black Rob died in a hospice. Pause for. We got another donation. Thank you, Brittany. Oh, Brittany girl. We ain't see that nigga been so quiet since before Love and Hip Hop came out and he was on the fucking cast. I never not heard from Stevie the way we not hearing from Stevie, okay? Shit, they probably done called fucking Eve to fucking testify against these hoes, okay? It's going down. It always, that's why I say, trying to get back, nah. Just sit back and watch it, because they always, like that girl who he made, like that he R-worded and who saved the clothes for 20 years. Y'all asking dumbass questions. Why would she save the clothes? She was waiting on it. She was waiting on it. She knew at that moment it wasn't gonna, but she was waiting on it. Just wait on it, because this gonna happen. These hoes go down. Love you too. I get it from you, mother. Podcast pretending Diddy upset the higher up. They don't want to. These are men. Again, when I say pay attention to what these men are saying, and these women, because if I hear you, certain people say certain, well, my friends would never, because we don't deal with, we're not acting like none of that shit is okay. But your home girl who attempt to make an excuse for this shit, watch her ass. That bitch dangerous. If all your friends or most of your friends are making excuses, you got to change your friends. You make bad decisions. These are the friends that will murder you in Mexico. Those are the friends. When I tell y'all need to figure out how to get new friends, y'all, red flags. You got a homegirl that's acting like, but what Cassie do? And but it don't matter because she, doesn't matter because she not full black. Any of that bullshit, that bitch will kill you. That bitch will fuck your man. That bitch dangerous. And if you are that bitch, stay away from us. Stay away, okay? We don't want no parts of it. All right, let me finish up these comments. They raised his house for the tapes he recorded. Rico act. I keep saying Rico. Listen. One thing New Yorkers know is Rico. They get these niggas in the projects for Ricos all the time. At least every 2 years, they raid the projects, arrest all the gang members. Rico charges. If one thing New York and Chicago know how to do is Rico a bitch up. And a lot of this shit happened, especially, in New York. You think Diddy allegedly thinks he is an old school gangster like his daddy. He think he Frank Lucas, his godfather. He think he Frank fucking Lucas out this bitch. So it's gonna come back. And one thing the New York City district attorneys love to do is throw a RICO charge on a bitch. Okay, they'll throw a RICO charge on you. That. Okay? Like that. I swear to God, if this trial go to trial and it happens to be a Brooklyn Federal Courthouse, they ain't got one in Manhattan. Just the one in Manhattan? If it is, no one knows about it. If it comes to Brooklyn Federal Courthouse, your bitch is going there every day. And I'm going to be y'all court reporter for that one. Okay? Okay? It's only 2.5 stops away. I say 2.5 stops because I can get off at either stop. What the fuck is this? Oh. Okay. Let's continue. She said she watching the live from Longhorn parking lot. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. They got some good food over there. She stepped at a Starbucks. I had me a black coffee this morning. Did I tell yesterday I fasted? Well, I did 36 hours. Well, more than 36, almost 48. But I did eat something this morning because I'm about to go tear it up again. Yesterday, I was on the weights. I did the 2 miles and then I did some HIIT. I'm not playing. Okay. And I was exhausted. So I figured, let me eat a little something this morning, fasting the rest of today and tomorrow. I'll eat again on Friday. Weights, run, like a 10-20 minute HIIT. If I can do that every day for the remaining of June, I should be able to fit back into some of my clothes. Let me say this. I did wear some of my pretty dresses this weekend, last night, and they fit. They were a little tight, but they fit. So that means the back fat is deflated a little bit. Okay. I'll be able to fit, hopefully, back into a size 8 by, let's give it the end of summer for the size 8. But I got this. Just wait on it. Okay, let's finish up these comments. Best time for order. Yo, she done told her story about 5 times. She done told her story. She has, Audrey done told her story about 5 times. She has documentation. She got names, addresses, phone numbers, and their birthdays, just in case you need the information to find some people. Okay. She been preparing to go head to head with this nigga. This is what I'm saying. For years. She was holding it down like the girl who was holding the outfit down in the plastic bag in the thing. Hold it down. Don't let no nigga play in your face. Don't let them get away with it. If you gotta hold it down and plan your shit, well, that's just what you gotta do. She said, I bet he could put somebody in. I bet you he's have put, but you see, the thing is, he can afford doctors. So if he wasn't rich, Cassie would have had more hospital visits, but he would call the doctors, the plastic surgeons, just like he did with Kim, allegedly, when he broke Kim's nose after he whooped the ass on the yacht. So scary to be trapped in the middle of the ocean with an abusive asshole. You can't run nowhere. That was very purposeful. You can't run nowhere. Being trapped scares the shit out of me. But okay. Anyway, he bust up Kim's face, broke her nose in a couple places, and then sent her, like Cassie sent her thing to Hawaii, to these, the Orientals in LA and all these places, to go and act like that's a hotel room, to go heal over there and have doctors come in and deal with them like that. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. But every dog has his day. And this is your day, ho. You are right. He was a party promoter, the character, right? Y'all remember with the character, right? Thank y'all. Because I didn't even think about that until I was just sitting here and the whole shit just flashed before my eyes. Like sometimes, like shit be obvious and in your face right there. Yes, Gina. That was her name when he was getting at Gina. Yes, that's him. He didn't give you puffy vibes, hindsight 2020? Yeah, he gives me puffy vibes. Yes. I just again, I didn't even think about that until we was just sitting here and the shit just started clicking in my head. 1 and 1 is always what? I'm gonna put 1 and 1 equals 2 ass bitch together, okay? I gotta hurry up. I gotta get to the gym. They closed the clean at 2:30. Pretty dress season, yes, and I need to have this together. What size I'm trying to get back to as well at 8 by September. She said I want to get back to an 8. If I could get back to a 6, I would be so fucking happy. But I think 8 is reasonable. If once I get to an 8, then we'll talk about it. I really, it's so funny because I spend, and people say this shit all the time, and it's hysterical. These girls who buy their bodies and butts and shit. I was skinny my whole majority of my life, and I wanted to be thick, and had a baby, bam, 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 child, and now I just want to be, and now as like y'all know, I'm 43. Shout out to me and my fine ass and a collagen. And a DNA. Hey, mommy. um, but now I want to be skinny again. Yeah. I had that little, a big booty like my mama situation, but now I kind of want to be a size 8. I don't want to have to replace all of my beautiful clothes that I've collected over the years. Y'all know I don't really do fast fashion. All of my clothes are expensive. I've collected them. They'll eventually go to my daughter, but like until she can bang them out the way mommy can bang them out, they mine. And I'll be damned if I don't get to wear them. Okay? And I'm about to look hot this summer. Right? Okay. Anyway, I just washed my hair yesterday and all of that. So I gotta do it. I started, but I gotta finish it. I had a wig on. I don't know what the hell I was doing. What size I'm trying to get back to. I remember when Aubrey came out and told other people that they received the NWA from him. Do not sign it. That was the last year or the year before. I think that was last year. Everything is just ramping up, but that was last year. And that was, like I said, that was the precursor. If you were here when the first 45 minutes of this video, when I read 80% of the article. Okay, it was a lot of shit, but that was him allegedly, according to sources for the Rolling Stone. That was Puffy allegedly gearing up to try to change his image. So a part of that was giving these people back their masters or whatever, but they're worthless now because when the last time y'all heard I've been around? I've been around the world. I don't know. Anyway, all right, y'all. So that's it. It's been a long news day. It is not over. We already know this. They jumped off. It's Wednesday, hump day. They about to alley-oop this nigga. And we're going to be here for it, okay? I'm going to go work out, do what I got to do. Hopefully, I'll be able to post. I'm going to try to post another video later. I might not do it from here. I might really do it from my phone. Yesterday, I was real fucked up after I did my workout because it wore me out, which is a good thing. I burned a lot of calories, but I was real fucked up. So we'll see how I feel. And if I can't pull it together on here, I might just stream on my phone in my bed after I shower and all that shit. But nonetheless, I appreciate you all for coming. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platform. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. DC says she finished her box braids. I think I'm going to put in some twist. I think I'm going to just put in some twists, especially with me working out and shit. I could always throw something cute on my head, a wig, but I think I'm going to just put in some like 2-strand twist, pull it back into one, and call it a day, especially with all this sweating and shit that I'm going to be doing. So that's what I think I'm going to do. That's why I washed it. It's like in braid. It's prepped. It's prepped under here. You said everything I feel about my weight gain and my amazing wardrobes. I don't want new clothes, just my butt to fit in. Exactly. Yeah, I don't want new clothes. I might buy me 1 or 2 more dresses. That's how I am. I buy 1 or 2 more dresses. I don't buy cheap clothes. So it's like, my dress is about $200 pop for the most part. Of course, I got a couple things that are, but like, who the fuck throwing that away? Not me. Not me. I got shit that I've had since I got a belt from the 80s that I took from my mom. You didn't hear that. She's listening in the background. She didn't hear that. I got clothes. I got vintage shit. No. I be damned. So I'ma just stop until I get back into my fit. We need a Pat girl, same 80s. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, don't forget to let me check. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I appreciate you all for coming. Hold on. Okay. I appreciate you all for coming. And as always, I appreciate you all for coming. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no way to live it. Again, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I will be posting workout clips on Instagram. And I'm on Twitter most of the day, whether I'm posting or not. So if you want a response, you should go to Twitter. All right. Love you all. See you tomorrow.